All right. So before we begin, let's give a little introduction on how this class was born and what really brought me to thinking about this topic. Now, obviously, we all are aware that this topic was approved by the state, so we definitely know that the Real Estate Commission, sorry about that, the Real Estate Commission definitely has a need for you guys to know this. Um, but it actually came out of a real life scenario. All right. Now, let me preface this by saying this wasn't my agent. All right. This was another broker company, small company, new managing broker, new agent. Problem arose, something happened. They called me and asked me my thoughts. So here's what happened. Okay. So there was a lawsuit on a purchase agreement because remember, get this straight. Remember when it was a real hot market a couple months ago? Days on listing were like 1 and 2 and 3. Well, a house came available apparently, and a client called this friend of mine who went and showed the house to him, but his wife was not in town. All right. But he knew that the market was hot. He liked the house. He wanted to go. The agent took him. They literally, I guess, wrote an offer in the house on the property, but his wife didn't sign it. Okay. Now, he was the only one on the mortgage, I guess, and the only one on the note. So she wasn't required to sign it. Um, that's neither here nor there. I still have some questions about that, but that's not how this got started. So he wrote the offer. His wife came home from her meeting or wherever she was at. The other agent didn't really tell me. And apparently, when she got home, she was upset. She didn't like the house as much as he did, nor as much as he thought it would, or that she would. So she refused to be a part of this, didn't want to buy the house. So, needless to say, he tried to then get out of the purchase agreement. There was a question about earnest money. It became a lawsuit. They actually went to court over a specific performance. Um, I don't know how it ended out. The other agent said it was sealed. They couldn't tell me. Um, but the whole point of this could have been stopped or could have been, yeah, question. Do both of them have to sign? See that? Well, actually, that's my question. I think husband and wife have to sign anyway. But apparently, he was, and I'm going to use breadwinner, not to be sexist. Don't look at me like that. He's the one that was on the uh, title, only one doing the purchasing. She wasn't involved, so she didn't sign. Um, yeah, so probably the signature wasn't valid. Maybe my guess anyway, because both husband and wife didn't sign. But at this point, let's take that out of the equation because that may have been the answer to the lawsuit. I don't know. But anyway, the whole problem is this whole thing could have been solved easily if the buyer's agent would have written a contingency clause in the purchase agreement that said this, offer is subject to the wife approving the property or approving the deal within so many hours of acceptance. All right. That's a contingency that is subject to the wife approving it. That's what we're talking about. And that's how this course came about because obviously that became a problem that she got home. She said, "Oh, I don't want the house." Now the husband's in a mess. He tries to back out of the deal. Seller gets pissed. Seller wants to keep earnest money plus other stuff. And this all could have been avoided with a properly written contingency, in my opinion. All right. So that's where we're at. And that's where this class came from to make sure that in situations where you need to protect your client, that you have the ability to write in some kind of contingency so that it protects your client from any, or well, not from any, but from a lot of downside. Sometimes your contingency may only protect them from a specific performance suit, but they may lose their earnest money. Sometimes it may fully protect them. And we'll talk all about that, okay?